Okay, so I don't know if this is something I'll leave in and do all the time, or if I'm just going to test it out and see how it goes, but I'm going to the grocery store tomorrow, and tomorrow is payday. So that means I need to write out my expenses and figure out how much we're going to have left after all our bills are paid. Now, I'm not to a point where I'm doing it like the Mom Life or Jay Whackers, where I am, sorry, this is my kids' table they eat dinner on and do arts and crafts, and I wiped it down the best I could before this, and it's still disgusting. So anyways, I'm not on their level of budgeting. I don't have a bunch of cash envelopes or sinking funds because we're easing into it a little bit right now. So we can get used to the idea of a zero-based budget. So all we have right now is we budget for our bills, and I have a, I guess I do have one sinking fund for birthdays and for Christmas. So I never finished filling out last week's. I just remember that. I'll have to go back and look and finish this out. So I'm going to show you how I do my budget. I got this book at Family Dollar for $5, and I like it better than the other budgeting things because I can pick the date up here, and I can set it up exactly how I want. And so let's get started. Oh, I already circled February 18th, which is tomorrow. It'll be either today or yesterday for y'all, but oh, I can't draw a straight line, so sorry. I know that's gonna drive some of y'all crazy. I'll try and do the best I can. Okay, so we're going to start there, and we're going to, I like to write how much is being rolled over from my husband's check last week, so $325.23, and then I always estimate that his pay will be $700, because as long as he doesn't miss or doesn't work any extra, it runs about $50 more than $700, and I like to budget low. I'm going to leave these pins out in the order that I'm using them in so I can remember. Ooh, I'm missing one. I gotta find it. There it is. Okay, then his actual pay, which I won't know until tomorrow. Okay, and then we're gonna do dark blue, and then we do the total, and we'll leave that blank until tomorrow as well. And then we're gonna do, I always like to track if his check was higher or lower than budgeted. So we're gonna do orange if it's higher and red if it's lower. Okay? Now, our bills that are due this week. I don't know if y'all can see this right here, but this is how I set up at the beginning of the month for everything. And so my mortgage did get paid on the 14th. Okay, and it was $568 as budgeted. Okay. So, that's why I flipped over here. So, this week our phone and our car insurance, our cell phones and our car insurances are due. Well, our car insurance. Okay. So we have 2 bills, so we need 4. Oops. Okay. Let's see. Then this one, this one, and this one. I don't think I'm going to use green this time. I think I'm just going to leave it with the ones I've already used. So, I'm going to use orange to write bill and amount. And draw a line down the middle. And so let's see. We have our cell phone, car insurance. Whoops, I was not supposed to write those in the same one, but that's okay. We'll just do it this way. Whoops. Total. Okay. So, we're going to budget $175 for our cell phone. And we're going to budget $156 for our car insurance. So this is going to be 0, 0. That's 11, so this is going to be 1. It's going to be 13, so $331 is what we're budgeting for bills. Okay, so then I need to write this in over here. So we put $110 in the bank. Okay, I needed to write in there that we already had all but $110 of our mortgage in the bank, so we just had to take the $110. My husband gets paid on a pay card instead of having it direct deposited. As crazy as it sounds, that helps us save money. So we had to transfer $110 from that pay card to the bank to pay the mortgage because the rest of it was already funded. So after we took $110 from there, we had 400. Whoops. So there we go. I don't know why I wrote the total twice, but we're just gonna fill it in that we had $458. Okay, but then let's see, so if we only had $325 left, I need to do this math real quick. Sorry, I don't have a calculator and I usually use my phone, but that's what I'm using to record, so I'm just gonna do this by hand. I like numbers anyway. So I'm just gonna omit the 23 cents and just do 458 minus 325. It's 331. So we did end up spending I'm sorry, this month's gonna be messy because I slacked last week and didn't get it all perfect. So we spent $133 from pay on groceries. And we did, this tax card is what we get our tax return deposited on. We haven't got our tax return yet. It's also just a prepaid card you can put money on. And we did get a cash advance loan on our taxes because my husband's been having a lot of health problems, so we just want to have this just in case things happen. And so we did, I believe, spend around $100 off of this card because we ended up getting a really bad snowstorm and just needed some things, and so we used this. But I'm not sure, I'll have to check that in a minute. Okay, so we're gonna do I know what I was doing. I just wrote it backwards. So we wanted to do balance, bills, then total. So I don't know what our balance is going to be starting out yet, but we do know our bill total is $331. Okay. And I'll come back tomorrow and fill that in. And so I want to do I'm going to do groceries. And I'm gonna budget. We don't need a lot, but my husband is going with me to the store. He goes with me every week because I don't drive, anxiety reasons, and there are some legal paperwork that needs to be figured out for me to even be able to get a driver's license. That's a whole different story. If you want to know that, let me know and I will tell you about that, but it's too long of a story to sit here. And there are a few household items we need, so even though we don't need a lot, I'm going to go ahead and budget between $150 and $200. I know that's not really a budget, like a strict budget, but like I said, my husband is going in with me, and so that's the budget I'm allotting. Okay, and then we also want to do savings for the birthdays and Christmas. And as you can see, if you look back through here, what was I trying to say? I wanted to save, and I started out in the first week of January. See, we paid off 2 credit cards the first week of January. And I did end up pulling $40 out for this, and then my husband had to miss some work, and so we just couldn't do that on these weeks. So I'm hoping we can get back into that, and I want to pull out $100, but I don't know if my husband will be comfortable with that, so we're going to do $60 for savings. Okay. So then we're going to do total here. So then again down here. Sorry if you see my cat or hear my cat. Hopefully she doesn't jump on this table and knock everything over. So here we're going to do the balance again. And on this next line, I'm just going to write out, because I know those will be coming, they're out charges, and I don't know what else category to put them under. So then on this line, we're going to do total again. Okay. And so then down here, we're gonna write what we have on the work card after all of this here. On this one, we're going to write what we have in the bank. And then we're going to write what we have on the tax card. And then we're going to have our total here. Okay. And I like to do this for before we, like after we pay all of this, not at the end of the week. Because when I fill these out here, I like to be able to compare. So like when I do the tax card, I'll know how much we spent, and like I can see right here on the work card how much we spent compared to here. So I like to, that's how I keep track of how much we're spending on a weekly basis. Instead of writing how much we have left at the end of the week, I like to write down how much we have left after we take everything out, if that makes sense. Okay, and I think actually my car insurance doesn't have a confirmation number, and neither does my phone, so I don't need to write that in there. Okay, so that is how I write out my budget. And as we get more into the savings, I'm hoping that it'll be a little more, because like, see this $375, I could be saving it, and technically we are, because it's just rolling over every week. But I mean, I could be allocating it and maybe paying off some other debt, putting extra payments toward our car payment or our house. But so that's it for budgeting. Okay. I also got this notebook at Family Dollar for $5, and it's about time to get a new one because it is almost all filled up. Oh, and I did want to show y'all this. I got this one at Walmart for like $1.50. And this is what I'm writing down my ideas for recipes to make, and I'll write down other, I don't know if you can see that or if it's blurry, but, or if like I have other video ideas, I'll write that on there. And I don't know if I'm going to break that. You know, I'm going to start another clip just in case I decide to do that. Okay, it is now Thursday morning, and my husband's paycheck has been loaded onto his card. And his paycheck was $837.44. So, over here to the side, I'm going to do the math. That's 7, 6, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's $1,162.67. Oops. I just threw my pen across the room. Okay. So that means we are up $137.44. I'm going to flip to this tracker, and we're going to write 837.44 up $137.44. Okay. So now we're going to go back over here. And we're going to write our balance as $1,162.67. So we're going to do this in black. $1,162.67 minus $331. So 67,130.10. So we're going to have left over $731.67. I'm just going to go ahead and say that we're going to spend $200 on groceries, and we're going to say that this total is $260. So then our balance is $731.67 minus $260. This would be 67. 1, 6, 13. So that is 7. And then 4. So I'm gonna write 260, and our total left is $471.67. Now, if we don't end up spending this $200, whatever is left over, I'll just pull out and add it to the savings, so it will be $260. Okay, so that means for our work card, we are going to have $471.67 left. We haven't spent anything out of the bank or put anything in there because we only use our bank to pay our mortgage and our car payment. Everything else we do completely online. So we can use my husband's work card for that. And we have our mortgage and our car payment automatically drafted out of our bank account, because if you have a certain amount of auto drafts or swipe your card a certain amount of times throughout the month, you get cash back through our bank. So I know that left in the bank is still $7.39. And left on our tax card, we did end up spending a little over $100 on that over the week because of the snow and having to, get essentials and things to make sure, because we haven't been to the store in 2 weeks to grocery shop. We just went to get things to make sure we would be able to eat and stuff. So we have $1,145.75. So we're going to do $471.67 plus $739, which is 16. That's going to be 10, 974 plus $1,145.75. So that's 11, 8, 14, 12, 6. So total left over is $1,624.81. Now, in my head, all of this money pretty much, besides like $500 or $600, is already allocated in my brain. I don't write it down because if my husband sees a zero-based budget, he freaks out because he thinks we don't have any money, even though we do. So this is just the way I do it for now as we're easing into this. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you'd like to see me do this every week, let me know. If not, I won't do it again. It's all up to y'all. I mean, I enjoy doing this. I like numbers. That's why I don't mind doing it all longhand like this instead of using a calculator. And I could do it in my head, but I trust it better if I write it out on paper. So, alright. That's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.